And I'm live. I don't need to be talking this early. I don't think anybody should talk this early. Hold on, let me sign on to the Wi-Fi so you can at least hear me talk this early. And we're back. I'm all respectful. I'm like, I shouldn't be talking this early. Dude, you guys wait. In like 5 minutes, there's this bitch every morning that loses her fucking mind for breakfast. And she comes out in the parking lot screaming at random rooms and people and shit. Why? Because they all know each other and they'll party all night. But then in the morning, when the light comes up, shit is missing or something. I don't know, dude. She does it every fucking morning. They're all moving and shit. Oh my God, I forgot I told this lady I was going to give her a ride to work today at 7:30. I just remembered. Let's hope I remember again at 7:30. Anyways, what's up, everyone? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I'm your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, and messenger of God. Like, damn, bitch, you're talking fast. Yeah, bro. Energy moves fast when you hold it, and then it starts to wear down, and then you're like, I have no energy. But at first, yeah, you're a big fat ball of energy when you first wake up. How long have I been up? I don't know, since like 4 or something. I went to bed at like 9 o'clock last night. And my chakras were hurting, and then all this shit. So I have a message, and it has to do with yesterday, and oh God, there was like so many people that like are pulling on my energy that want me to speak to them directly. I went to go send a message, like Russ popped up, and I was like, I really can't talk to you right now, Russ. I really can't put this into words right now, Russ. Can't deal with you right now, Russ. And then fucking Marshall wants to know what I've seen. I was like, oh, I really can't deal with that right now. I can't even put that into words. And then I saw that Dash came back. I was like, oh God. Dash and I have some serious work, dude. Dash is another one that took all my works and made his page all big and bad. Uh-oh, that might be her. It is, I think it is. Wait for it. She starts screaming at people in the parking lot. She's hella crazy. Anyways, and then last night, Mike popped up on my page. They can make themselves seen or not seen. You know how you can do that? You can do it. And I was like, oh shit. It's like, you had to see that message. That's the one you wanted to be seen at. What happened? Well, again, his house just burned to the ground, and I said, that's what you get, pretty much. Not what I say in the message. I was like, well, this should be interesting. Maybe you'll actually do the healing instead of making your life successful. And so I'm looking at it, and I can feel what he's, you know what I mean? I can feel his animosity towards me for that message. I can feel all of them. It's all this hate. I can feel all this hate. And I just want you guys to stand back for a minute before you make another mistake. And just ask yourselves. No, fuck yourself, because you don't listen to yourself. Ask God why he's doing this to you. Everybody always asks God, but how many of you fucking shut the fuck up and listen to what he says? You want to be mad at me because I'm showing you what's wrong with you? Did you not catch my video yesterday where I went to go yell at fucking Wolfman and be like, this is all your fault, and he didn't do shit but make me realize that there's something wrong with me. By looking at him, I see that what's wrong with me. I know you're hella mad. But going back to Mike, you're so spiritual, bro. Sit down with God and have that talk. God, why'd you burn my house down? You gonna listen to him? And then, as I went to put this into words and I said that I was gonna say that to you, they showed me where you said in that early video, it's like you don't need to know God to be spiritual. And I remember that's when we were done. Because you took God out of spirituality, and there's no spirit without God. He is the Holy Spirit. So as soon as I was like, why'd you burn his house down? They showed me. Did they not show you? And that's it. As soon as I go to look at him, they show me. I'm going to project on you. I'm going to point fingers at you. No, bitch, you look at you. That's what growth is. That's what healing is where I'm no longer going to be blaming the world and blaming other people. I'm going to look at me harder. Every time I look at you, I'm going to look at me. As far as Marshall's fucking destiny, it's not his. It's theirs. It's said a long time ago, and this goes for your guys' children as well. The shit that you don't heal, they will feel because you've already passed it into their DNA. You've passed it. If you don't heal your DNA that's lying inside of them, transmute it, and eat with them, then they don't heal, bro. They're going to have the same karma as your parents and you did and all your ancestors. It still lies within them. That's why Milia is still shot. She's not shot, but she still has to learn fucked up ass lessons. Like, she's got that Sagittarius. I told her the other day, I was like, if you talk to you treat us like that because we're the closest to you, and we let you get away with it because we love you. But when you go out in public and start talking to people like that, they're gonna knock you the fuck out. They're gonna knock you the fuck out. They're not gonna allow you to talk to them in such ways. Not because they have more respect for themselves, but because they don't have no respect for you. It's like, we respect you. Certain things like that. It's like, you're gonna learn. And poor Marshall, it's like you thought you could just create this nest egg where you could keep them all safe from the real world and just use your mouth to fight everything off. She has a whole life of experiences to live, my friend. And that's it. Why is her praises on a family? Because yours, dude. You feel like your life was a failure because you didn't have a good family. So you projected on everyone how important it is to have a good family. Same as Rust to Bust. You know what I mean? He looks back at poverty was the problem. Going back to Bobby, you know what I mean? He told me what happened. His family didn't put the kids' feelings into consideration of any of their associations. So now all he does is put his kids first. Okay, I get it. You're trying to fix problems that aren't your problem, but you're making a bigger problem about it. You know what I mean? Seriously. The woman hasn't experienced no life, and all she wants to do is end her life by being a servant to this man, being an Eve, being a good wife, being a good mother. Where did that come from? Your hate for your mother, your wife? She's trying to fix other people's problems in her own skin, but taking on your problems now? In essence, you know what I mean? Like, and I said that, dude, you hope, we all hope that we'll fall in love and it'll work the first time, but it's the trials and the tribulations that make us better for the right, that prepare us for the right time. You know what I mean? You can't get it right away. That's false light, bro. That's false light. And the only one I've ever seen stand up and say it honestly was Big Sean. He admitted, you know what I mean? They asked him about marrying her. He said, there's a lot of work to be done before we make that commitment. He's like, I understand that we've made a family, but you know what I mean? A family for, is this going to be for life? Are you going to be that wife? You know, in the sense of just getting married and having babies doesn't make you have the happy life. It just puts you on a timeline that, again, you're probably not ready for. So that's all I'm going to say about that. As far as what their family will face, he'll sit there and see it. And that goes back to my mother. I thought about that. When I started doing cocaine and started acting all wild, I used to think about it. She used to have to watch me and couldn't say shit. Don't you say shit, bitch. You can't say shit, bitch, because you live this life. I'm you. And that's why, it comes down to my daughter. I can only say so much. She's going to learn. She's going to learn where that mouth will take her. She's going to learn how it is to be a Sagittarius out of control. She's going to learn what it means to be 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. She's going to learn what the streets are about. She's going to learn everything she wants to learn, everything she came here to learn. She's not going to be able to hide from her contract in life. You know what I mean? By creating a new life. And that goes back to my brother. Yesterday was his birthday. He had to learn, dude, you're going to learn this lesson. You're not going to keep running from what you've done. Not to say that she's running from what she's done, but she's running from what she came here to do. Because she's trying to fulfill, she's trying to break the curse and make a perfect family right out the gate. Because she came from a fucked up family. Boo-hoo childhood trauma. Her fucked up dad and her fucked up mama taught her that love meant drama. Come on now. I bet she's a people pleaser like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker, bro. Like a motherfucker. Never say nothing mean to nobody. Ever. Just super beyond nice. Nice. Why? Because she'll never be like you, dude. She's never going to be like you. That's what they say. And then it becomes a shadow because she's all you. And she's all her mother. And to deny that in herself and to think for 1 second that child isn't going to be both of you, that's where you see your parents the most, is in your children. It's this lovely, and that's why your grandparents love the grandchildren, because it's their second chance, and it's them, and it's this whole thing. It's a beautiful thing that happens. But in essence, no. God says you're not going to experience that until you do the work. And that's what it is. It's like, you don't have to ask me what's going to happen. Ask God and listen like I do. And I don't want to know. If you really want to know, then ask him. Why are these things happening? I try to show you. I show you so you can understand why is Hollywood on fire? Do you really need to ask that question? Do you really need to ask that question? Are you that ignorant to the reality of what lies in Hollywood? Literally lies. All of it, dude. All of the fucking Hollywood fucking shit. All the shit that fucking everybody feeds off of in this matrix, keeping up with the fucking Kardashians. Hey, those bitches had to evacuate. What sucks, though, is that they all have better houses, and, he's just going to change it and make it I heard it, too. It's like, what are they going to do with that land? These are fucking $3 to $5 to $7 to $10 million. Fucking, how much was yours? $1 million houses. Now, granted, yeah, when they bought those houses, they had money, and most of them don't have that money like they did. And now the fucking insurance companies are pulling out on them and all this. But ultimately, these people had a fucking place in paradise for a long period of time. And then they turned paradise into hell. And if you have never watched any TV, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's all over the world. All of the fucking hell comes from Hollywood, bro. All the lies, all the cheat, all the scandals, all of that shit comes from right there. Right there, bro. Sunset Cliffs, bro. Right there. Sunset Boulevard, right there, bro. I've been there. I was drugged there in the middle of the night on some party shit. Ended up in fucking Sunset, on fucking Hollywood Boulevard. Like, Mom, I'm not gonna be home tonight. I need you to keep the kids. Yeah, we all done some stupid shit out there, dude. Where the dreams come true. No, it's where your fucking dreams die, bro. That's where it happens, dude. Is they're all lies. They're all fucking, you know what I mean? So ultimately, yeah, they washed the land. And what are they gonna do with it? Well, guess what they're probably going to do? They're probably going to build up fucking big-ass apartments and build homes for all these homeless people that fucking Trump's bitching about. But guess what? They're going to be $2, $3, $4, $5 million fucking condos now instead of fucking houses. That's just what it is, dude. That's what everyone's looking at right now, is they're looking at the land development. We've already got past this. How much land are we going to get out of this? What can we do? What can we make with this land when this is all done? And that's the truth. The death, transformation, and rebirth. We'll make it better than it was. We'll make it great again. And that's how you should be looking at your lives when he comes and destroys it. Why did you do this, God? And then the second question is, did I have this coming? Do you play victim to what it is? Or do you express it? And it's a wonder of God. He did this, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to yell at who? I watched Mel Gibson. He lost his house. Tom Hanks lost his house. Yesterday Kamala Harris's house was in danger, and so was Meghan Markle's. I was like, oh, royalty and all, huh? Look at the people that live there, bro. Do they really not have another house? Do they really have no more money? Do they really have no, come on. He's going to teach them to live another life, to force them to have a new way of life, to find a new life, to get a fucking life, motherfuckers. These are Hollywood fucking flamers, bro, that are all fucking just, living it up on, I don't know, again, watch TV. And that explains why it is. How far will it go? How long will it go? I don't know. As long as and as far as they want. As many lives as they want to change. They're just changing lives. And they're changing times. And that's it, too, is like their houses will be that. And that's what I said, plant a tree. That tree will feed all the people after you. Those people were never going to leave their nests until they got kicked out of their nest. Now they'll start considering, well, where would I live if I didn't live here? You know what I mean? They have to start all over. And yeah, it's very sad. Mel Gibson was talking about artifacts. That's one thing. These rich people had a lot of artifacts that are gone, lost in time. Not their fucking pictures of your kids, your fucking documents, your fucking, we're talking like, you had real shit that was really frozen in time that has been separated from time now and never will come back. But it's a new time. Many people will, maybe they'll stay in LA because they don't know how any other way to live. They can't fucking, you know what I mean? They don't have no survival skills. But many will look at this as an opportunity to start fresh. They'll go to all different places, all over the U.S. They'll go to, snow states or, different countries even. You know what I mean? Even though they lived in LA, they didn't work out of it, and they could work anywhere, most of them. It's really cool. You know what I mean? All those businesses will be rebuilt, all those people. Yeah, lots of people lost jobs. God said you needed a better new life. Because ultimately, when you lose your comfort, it's forcing you. And that was Saturn, bro. Saturn hit you. It pushed your reality, your age, and your limitations to the max. It was in the fucking chart. I tried to teach y'all fuckers. But it's like, you don't see the destruction as liberation as it is. When this is all gone, we can build a better America. We can, you know what I mean? We can build the streets. We can use this land better than what we did, instead of you having 16 acres and a fucking $7.5 million house. We could take that 16 acres and make schools and hospitals and fucking high-rise, buildings where more people can live. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, and what does that mean for you? That means you can go find somewhere else that has better schools and hospitals and high-rises and fucking new communities. All these people, bro, they didn't even know their neighbors, bro. They don't even know them. They didn't even know life. They lived in a whole different fucking, universe, and now they're being forced into humility. And, I shared this video last night about Trump. I just saw it, and I was like, I can't stand you, man. He's talking about, the homeless situation, and that's what it is. And that's what I'm here to teach you, is you believe that homeless people are all, drug addicts and criminals and all this. No, bro, they're out here, bro. In about a couple of minutes, they're going to come out here when the sun comes up. They're just hiding from the sun right now. There's certain hours where they stay quiet. Like, what are they going to? What kind of emergency is that fucking thing going to at fucking 6 o'clock? Probably no, not at Saturday. But ultimately, yeah, there's a bunch of them. But we're not all of us are them. I'm in a whole hotel right now that is being, filled up by homeless people on a voucher by the Salvation Army, which they will do probably to the people, they're going to do for the people in California. All of us have different stories. All of us came from different places. We all had lives before we became homeless. Not all of us use drugs and alcohol and steal and lie and cheat and kill. But a lot of them do. A lot of them do. A lot of them do. But, and that's just it. Not all of Hollywood was, fucked off. But a lot of it was. And that's it. A couple bad apples can ruin the fucking orchard, in the sense of, they give us a bad name. And he's like, they just fucking sit there and can put up on every street corner. Where the fuck are we supposed to go, bro? Where are we supposed to go? You know what I mean? As me, as a homeless person that hides in the darkness of it, so that I'm not being attacked by those ones that you're talking about, where are they supposed to go? Where they can still have resources. Do you know what I mean? Some of them are lucky to have a tent. Ultimately, and it's just this big fat fucked up circle of life and shit. And it's like, you go to other countries and their government's not bitching about it or doing anything about it. They understand this is how it is. And that's what happens. And, I watch a lot of those videos. It's like, don't be a female in fucking Asia, you know what I mean? Without, any purpose. Don't be an ugly female that they can't make money off of or something. You're getting kicked out to the streets and you must find a way to live on your own. Nobody's going to come and take care of you. You have no value, and that's just kind of it. It's like, some of us don't have family and friends to go back to. There's barriers. I try to explain that, dude. Your fucking minimum wage doesn't pay for a minimum house. You know what I mean? Shit like that. There's a lot of barriers to it and stuff, and it's like, now those of power are going to be humbled and have to fight and know what it is to have that fight. It's one thing of us, like me. I can show people that I'm not these people, but being here with these people and be an advocate for these people because I've become one. All these people are going to become, they're going to become advocates for what was wrong to, in essence, make a change. And only when everything goes wrong do they understand that it was wrong. We should have had better structures. We should have had better things in play, and, let's make it better. You know what I mean? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, once it breaks, you realize, let's fix it. Let's build this completely better so it doesn't break the next time. Unless you're New Orleans. You know what I mean? We're not going to fix this better. We're just going to, hope it doesn't happen again. And that's just kind of how you guys live your lives. It's like when tragedy and, and trials and tribulations come in, you barely make it out by your teeth, but you didn't learn your lesson. So when it comes in again, it's the same fucking dramatic, tragic lesson. It's like you have no understanding. And it was really funny also, going back to Mel Gibson, the lady, she was just talking to him, and she said that he's been, for 7 years, he's been working on the next movie, The Resurrection of Christ. Can't wait. He's got to meet me, dude. I got to tell him before, you know what I mean? We have great works to do. In the essence, you know, and he was just interviewing, talking about it. You know, he's like, I could get into conspiracy theories and all of this, because that's another thing. Why didn't they have water? Where the fuck was the water? They couldn't even defend it, you know what I mean? And then you do have those people that are coming in to raid the houses, and that's what I said too. I said that in my videos. I was like, dude, when the desperation comes, where are they gonna go? The big houses. They're not coming down here. They're going up there to the hills. So like everything I said, it was already, you know, we've been prepared for. But at the same time, like all of you that are mad at me, I'm just the messenger, and that's what got you in trouble the first time. Do my prophets no harm. I mean, don't be lying, stealing, killing, and cheating on them. Don't be fucking, you know what I mean, cursing their name and rubbing them in. And that goes back to it. It's like, you know, Judas. We knew Judas's intentions. It didn't matter. God made him fully aware. He's not, you know, and that's it. That's Russ. It's like, watch your back, but love him. You know what I mean? In the sense of, who killed Judas? What was judgment for Judas for what he had done? His own fucking guilt and regret. He couldn't deal with the feelings of what he had done, so he took his own life. God didn't do it. He did it. He did it. And that goes back to you guys, you know, not being able to deal with your own feelings and shit. It's like, you know, projecting them on people and all of this shit. It's like, again, go watch my video yesterday. I keep projecting on him. But he, you know, and that's not fair to him, because I'm just yelling at him for me. And that's not fair. And that's where it is right now. It's like, all of you are mad at me like I fucking did some shit to you. Like, you don't watch me every day. Like, I don't, you know what I mean, try to inspire and try to fucking heal your bitch asses. And now God's come in, and I told you, bitch asses, what comes after me is nothing good. Nothing good comes after Lilith. It's the last threshold of fucking divinity, bro. Like, nothing good comes after me. Now all this, what you would deem as bad, now that God has stepped in, you want to blame me. Like, I did this to you. You did this to you. Whether you did it last summer, the summer before, or when you planted these seeds. But when you sit there in your karma, and you're sitting there in a down and out place, you turn to God and say, why did you do this? You fucking listen. And maybe he won't do it again. You know what I mean? You're not going to make me feel bad for what he's doing in your life. No more than I could feel bad about what he's doing in my life. All we can do is sit and listen and understand what he's doing. And what he's doing is great things that we don't understand, because it doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel good. Yeah, but it's going to be all good when it's done. And that's what you don't understand. You know what I mean? A surgery, it doesn't feel good. But you're going to be better when it's done. It's going to take a long time to recover from this, but you're going to have new legs. You're going to be able to run. You're going to have new eyes. You're going to have new ears. You're going to have all that shit. But yeah, I saw it. He's like, I was like, oh, God. Yeah, here they come. At least come back with an open heart and an open mind, and ready to listen this time. What's done is done. I forgive you. All's forgiven in love and war. But you need to start learning now. And that's what I said. Maybe this time you'll heal instead of freaking pretending to be, you know, trying to be successful. Maybe you'll do the actual work and catch the lessons. Otherwise, you're going to go through it again, bro. And it gets harder and harder and worse each time, because you didn't learn it, so they're going to make it harder. It's just a lesson, I promise. Just learn the lesson and everything, and then you get the blessing out of it, bro. Everything goes away. But it won't go away until you fucking face it. And what is it? God, bro. Ask him why he's doing what he's trying to teach you. There's a lot of times I'm so confused, and that's just because I'm not listening. All the answers are in front of me, but I don't want to hear it because I'm lost in my mind. And that's it too. It's like, you know, Mike, what are you going to do, bro? You're going to do what your mind says, what everybody else says? You're going to follow the crowds, or you're going to sit still and let God tell you what to do with your life now? Let him put it back together. Let him build you a life. one piece at a time. Or you're going to go, you know what I mean? You're going to use your, you're going to go put yourself in low vibrational places. Let me go hang out with my friends. Let me go back to my family. Let me go to all these places that I fought so hard to get out of. I know, it's hard. It's hard. But you don't want to end up like Kanye, bro. And that's it too. It's like Kanye can't stop until he stops. And that's to you, Marshall. It hasn't hit you yet. But you better stop before it happens. And that's what it is. It's like some of them went off, I can't stop your timeline. I can just see where you're going and tell you to stop it and tell you how to stop it. That's it. If you don't sacrifice what he's telling you to sacrifice, he's still going to take it anyways. The reason he wants you to give this up is because it's no good for you. Its time is over. It's done. It's time for you to have a new experience. And that's what sucks. I see Pac. His time was up. It's time for him to have a better life. To have better days. He fought, bro. He wasn't going to die. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to give up. He never did. He never died. And he never gave up. He just went on to live another life. A better life. That's it. That's what he wants for you. It's like he just wants you to have a better life. But you just want to hold on to the life that you have because you don't know anything else. He's trying to teach you a new life. I don't know. So anyways, that's it. It's like, I know you want me to feel bad about what's happening in your lives. But I can't. I can't feel bad about what God's doing for you. I know you think he's doing it to you, but he's doing it for you, and he's doing it for others too. And I can't feel bad for each individual. I've been prepared for these things. I've been prepared to accept God and his workings. And that's what it is. It's like, he don't show me unless I'm ready. I only saw it yesterday, Marshall. And you know me, I don't want to see it. Why did you show me this? Because I want you to be prepared for when it happens. I want you to be strong. And that's it. Seeing the future means nothing more than being prepared for the feelings that will come with it. You're not fully, and that's the piece, is like you knew this was going to happen. Yeah, but no. Stay still. And that's it. It's like we sit there in shock, but we were supposed to be, they did everything they could to prepare us. And whatever they've shown me, they've put in his wildest fears too. He's seen it before I did. He just didn't believe it. He didn't want to believe it. He didn't want to see it. Me neither, but I can't deny it at this point. My visions are everything. That's it. Why did you do this? Why did you show me this? Because you needed to wake up and see what's going on. And again, it's, why will he do that? To change lives. It'll change lives. And that's what I said, is if I told you what was going to happen, it won't change anything. You can't stop it. That's Anakin trying to protect it. You can't stop what will happen. You'll only make it happen faster. All I can tell you is something's going to happen. That's what I've learned. I have tried so many times to tell people, try to save them from what's about to happen. If I told him, he wouldn't believe me. He chooses which and what to believe. He didn't believe me about fucking, you know what I mean? He didn't believe me about Snoop and Dre. Why is he going to believe me about Haley? He didn't believe me about fucking Denon. And then God will do something horrific like this and make you a believer. She told you, didn't she? And then you'll look at me like I did something wrong, like this is all my fault. It's all your fault for not listening to me always, for choosing what felt right to listen to. You didn't want to give up your family. But they're not your family. It's God's people. And you're holding on to them, making them your life. It goes back to rust. It's like you made your whole life about these people, and you've forsaken the life I've given you. Would Marshall's life mean anything if his family wasn't alive? Then what? It's all over. All that money you made, all this for nothing. You'll have no one to leave it to. You have nothing. Meant nothing. All this you did meant nothing. Just like Lewis. The richest man has nothing. He'll leave it to all the people he's been paying for their whole lives. It'll mean nothing. They're not going to hold all those fucking trophies. They're going to sell his cars, his houses, they'll keep the plane, maybe the boat. You know what I mean? Your life meant nothing. Nothing. You lived here to make other people wealthy and happy, while you sat there in unhappiness in your wealth. Terrible, right? I know, but it makes sense. It just doesn't make you feel good, but it does, And then what? Your next life, he doesn't allow you to have family because you did this. You'll not have family. You don't understand family. You guys don't. You put too much into it. And that's, of course, the Italians and the Sicilians and all of these. It's like, all I have is my family, my family, my family. They're not your family, bro. Your kids, you don't own them. They're not your prized possessions. You're not everything that, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get to, they have their own lives and their own destinies, and their children have their own lives and own destinies. These are not your people, bro. These are God's people, and you use them to identify yourself. But without these people, you have no identity. And that's what he's trying to show you. I made you for great things, not this. You've lost yourselves. You've lost your souls in your pursuits. So he's going to take away the things you pursue. Why would he let another bloodline of Marshall Mathers suffer like that? Marshall suffered, his mother suffered, his brothers suffered, his kids suffered. Why would they want the grandchildren to suffer? The suffering is in the blood, bro. It's not in the house. It's not in the parents. It's in the blood. That kid will suffer. Your children will suffer for the, you know what I mean? For the sins of the father. I'm Lilith, bro. I know all about this. Kind of fucked up fucking kids are fucking Kanye and Kim's gonna be. Kind of fucked up kids that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett fucking raise. What kind of fucked up kid did fucking Paris Hilton brew up in a lab? There was a reason he didn't give you children, because he didn't want them to suffer, bro. He didn't want them to suffer your fate, to wear your curses. And some of them aren't yours, but you put plenty on them. You made your own karma for them as you carried the karma of your parents and your parents and your parents. And that's what it means to be a generational curse breaker. I've broken the curses of my family, all of them, but they are all still cursed. Every member of that blood is cursed but mine. And every day I work to, you know what I mean, to remove the curses off the children that I currently have. My oldest two, they're cursed, bro. I can't save them. Their blood is cursed. They must heal themselves. It's too late. I can't save them. And even these ones, they were born of cursed blood. I can teach them the ways now in the home. But if they don't use these tools in their lives, then they will live cursed lives too. They will live through the curses. You know what I mean? And what is the curses? Karma. Their karma is my karma, was my mother's karma, was all of our karma, and that's why we were placed in this bloodline. Because this bloodline carried the same karma that I had. Probably going back to myself, if it was. If you cursed a family, then how about we'll make you part of that family way down the line when the curse is blown out of control? Sounds about right. And that's why you do it. You set them free by freeing yourself. And in hopes that you can free your children. But in the essence, you can't. You can only save yourself. You know what I mean? My children, my oldest children, don't have my eyes. They don't have my heart. They don't have any of that. They have the old me, the hard me, the broken me. And they have their father, who is a Satanist. Literally. He has the Black Bible and all that. So in essence, they have good and evil within them. And it's the fight between them, you know what I mean? Will they stay in the karma, which they have? They love the streets of San Diego. You know what I mean? It's like, will they stay that, or will they break the curses of us? And in essence, you know, they're not teen parents, so they've broken one. My daughter isn't on, you know what I mean, hasn't done any hard drugs in her life. She's very funny about saying she smokes weed. She won't admit it. Probably because she never wants to smoke with me or something, or I don't know what it is, because I'm so judgmental. But she's not that. She's not a drinker. She's not, you know. But in the essence, it still lies within her. So just because it hasn't come up for her to battle yet doesn't mean she won't have to battle the same things I had to battle in my skin. The same things that my brother had to battle, and my uncles, and my mother. And you know what I mean? And my sisters. She'll have to do that battle. And that's where God says no more. Why can't I have a baby? Because I don't want that child to suffer. No, but I won't make them. No, they will suffer. You know what I mean? You can't buy them way into heaven. You can't buy their way into heaven, guys. They'll have to walk a righteous life. All we can do is teach them how to walk. But if we don't know the walk, then none of us are walking the right way. And everybody wants to say they know the way. Jesus was the way, bro. And that's what I teach you, is his consciousness. You know? And ultimately, you don't want to... If you're living hell on earth, you're not going to heaven after. You make heaven on earth, and then you transcend from, you know, just from the earth into heaven. You make your reality. Truthfully. So... It's early. My chakras are so fucked up from yesterday's work. And that's it. It's like, I'm going to stop projecting. I'm going to start making a change in my life. Seeing how I'm putting myself out there and how I'm, you know, all these different things. And that's just accountability. And that we're real deep in our freaking, you know, in our patience and in our, you know, in our introspection, where we should be going this deep. But my back hurts. I'm going to try to drink some coffee. I've got lots of work to do, like physical work. But imagine, I can't sit up in the fucking chair in a fucking car when I'm like this. But I heard it all, and everybody's mad at me like I did this. Bro, I don't rage karma no more. I just see it and know what it is. I can't. Only you can change it. Only you can break your karma, bro. You're on a path to destruction. You've done nothing to get off of it. Just because you've been enjoying the ride doesn't mean you're not going that direction. Oh God, here they come. Ugh. Go on. He got some karma, bro. I gotta tell that story a different time. I'm not gonna be talking shit, blowing smoke in his face. Piss him off first thing in the morning. I'm sorry that you don't understand, but I'm trying to help you understand, and I didn't do it. And that's it too. It's like, you know, going back to Tree. Tree wants to fight me. He wants to do, you know, he's putting up his defenses and his armor, and he has this great plan of, you know, how he's going to act when he sees me. What are you doing? What did I ever do to you? What do you think I'm going to do to you? I told you I'm going to tie you into your own feelings. Are you afraid of your feelings? You're going to try to stop me from, they're your feelings. You're still going to feel them. Do you think you could stop me? Why would you think that you could stop God's daughter, who's here to save the world? I don't know. You thought it before. It must be the drugs and alcohol you're putting in. It must be the alcohol. I don't know why. And that's it. It's like, you know, your life is above mine and all of the lives that I'm here to save. Because you don't want to feel your feelings. You don't want to feel your karma. You don't want to look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I'm kind of a fucking... What did Bobby say? I'm a piece of shit. You don't want to realize that you're being a piece of shit and maybe do something about it? You just want to live in the shadows of being a piece of shit? That's not going to work. Maybe you should come out of the shadows and not, you know, have a shitty life. That's really what it is. It's like we're all pieces of shit until we clean ourselves up. And then what? We were a big piece of corn before we were put in this shit. And clean yourself up and see you're a whole kernel of corn. Why corn? I don't know. It stays intact when you take a shit. Graphic, huh? So yeah, sorry, Mike. I mean, it was good to have you back, but under terrible circumstances. Sorry, Dash. It's good to have you back, but under terrible circumstances. That's what I told Dash. I was like, you can't keep going through your whole life writing the fucking sexual abuse story. It's like, I have to face it when it comes up. I don't tell it all the fucking time. God does, because he really wants me to face it all the fucking time. But you making a success out of your life by the fact that you were raped as a child is not good for your fucking, you know what I mean? You're putting too much energy, and you're putting child rape around you and your child all the time. That was another thing too. He's a whole nother story. I think he was probably the first one I caught and went bad on. Oh no. In essence though, it was like, he was a huge part. It's like, I come to you people and we click, and then I outgrow you, and then you want to yeah, I forgive all of you. But it's time to heal now. You're going to have to apply the stuff that you were listening to and not put it on paper and not try to use it as a business plan, but you really use it in your life. You really need to. Do you know what I mean? Going back to Russ, the Santiago album. Oh, God. There's another, that's what they did. Look at their albums. Look at it. They took all of my works and used it at work. You know what I mean? Allie. That song wasn't good, huh, Allie? Waiting on you. Nobody wants to sit around waiting on anybody. Do you want to wait for somebody? Didn't you hear I got tired of waiting? Patience is the virtue. I mean, we wait, but you don't want to say, that's not a message that anyone wants to hear. It's like, I'll wait for you. I'm seeing my ex-husband, can you please stop? Weren't you going to get married? Didn't you invite me to your wedding? Yeah, he did. I promise you he did. On some shit. He was like, I'm getting married. Okay, well, cool. Better you than me, I guess. I had all this animosity that I felt like I needed to save that girl from that family and from him and from everything. And I stepped back and God saved her. What happened? I don't know. He put his hands on her and he caught another DV and she said, no, I'm not marrying you. She was smarter than me. So he's like, I'll go back to that dumb bitch. No, you're the dumb bitch. We're not doing this. Sorry. What are you going to get from me? Healing, bro. Stay far away and learn how to heal yourself. Get away. That's all we offer around here is healing. We're going to freaking offend you till you start looking at yourself. That's all we do. But yeah, everyone else, just catch the healing, bro. Listen to the video yesterday. That's it too. His whole marriage. Oh, God. Mike. It's like, I'm so confused. I thought you were gay. You have a wife? You went and got in a karmic relationship when God destroyed your life? You attached to a fucking... Oh, God, this is not going to be good. And that's where I was taking shots at him. I was like, I don't imagine that this is going to be a good marriage. Then again, she liked you when you were poor and broke to begin with. So maybe she, you said that it was built on that. So, yeah, I guess. And that's it. It's like, you're holding her down now. She married a fucking... You know what I mean? What the fuck? I'm sorry. I feel sorry for her. I didn't see... This is not how I saw my lifetime with you working out. No. God's not done with him. You shouldn't have stepped in his life like that, dude. Might need to go back to that separation card and let her take a break from you while God's working on you. Because otherwise he's just going to, make her life a living hell too. I mean, it's the truth. I feel sorry for her, dude. Imagine being in love with a guy and then, he's going through all these hard times and you're just trying to build him up and he finally builds back up and then God destroys it all over again. And you're stuck there with him trying to, your job. I guess that's your Eve. God gave you an helpmate, bro. Better her than me. That's what the Eve was created for. I couldn't do it, dude. Not me. I'm a Lilith. I mean, no, it's not that I couldn't. It's just that, you put yourself in this. You got to get yourself out. I support you fully. I fuck with you from a distance. And that goes back to it too. He shared Russ's shit 2 days ago. He said, I considered retirement, but instead, I'm going on tour. Do you like my new sound bowl? Oh, God, man. They killed your sounds, bro. He said, I made it out with my dog and my hard drive. That's all that mattered. Drive hard, bro. Drive hard. Damn it. What an idiot, right? You're not off to a good start. This is why they hate me. They hate me because they ain't me. Such a cunt. I pray for you, bro. Like, do it better. Do it better. And don't be such a... That's what I said, dude. Like, it's not about making your life successful. It's about fixing yourself. That's all that mattered to me, is that, and that was me crying yesterday. When is it going to be... When am I going to be better? When is this going to be over? Get your priorities straight. It's never over. The job is to make yourself better and make everyone outside of you better, too. That's when everything gets better, bro. Not when you get you a new Malibu house. Malibu Barbie. I'm sorry. And then I started thinking, I don't know if it's true, but I was like, something came into me. I was like, Allie's house might burn before he sells it, and he's stuck with it. I don't know if that works. Did your house burn, Allie? I don't know. Are you in the line of the new burn? Like, where are you? Like, I don't know. Allie came into the conversation, too. Like, he's going to take a loss. I mean, that song was a loss. A loss of words. This is why they're mad at me. That's why I was like, I can't really send you guys a message. Let me just make this a collective reading. For the rest of you, when God steps into your life and you're crying at him, why did you do this? Shut the fuck up and listen. Because he is going to tell you. He is. And you're not going to like the fucking answer. He's pretty hardcore about it. He doesn't call you bitches and shit like that. He don't talk to you like he talks to me. And the only reason I hear him in that voice is because it's my own voice, and that's how I talk to him. Right? Jesus don't talk to me like that, because I don't talk to Jesus like that. But I talk to God like that. In the sense of he's going to tell you what's up. He's going to tell you why you did it, and he's going to make you sit in it. For how long? Until you learn your fucking lesson. He will not let you out until you learn your lesson. You're on timeout. And when he lets you out, he's going to tell you exactly what you can and cannot do. Which is basically, he'll give you one step. You can take one step off the porch. And if you do well on that step and he can trust you on that step, then he'll let you take another step. And it's baby steps, as Kobe says, baby steps back into life. But if you try to sit there and, fucking throw a fit and fucking, put on a show on each step, then he's going to, step you back again. That's it. You take one step forward only to take 10 steps back. Oh, look where I made it. Now you got to go back and learn some more lessons. Gosh, damn it. You forgot that you were even trying to go forward because you're so stuck in the past. That's how it works, bro. That's how it works. That's it. What brought you here? You had all of your... Dude, God took everything from him twice. Will he do it a third time? He'll keep doing it until you learn, bro. You better learn. Damn it. I hate when he uses you guys as examples. But you are. Exhibit number A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I heard Pac Shorty wanted Thug. Where did that come from? I don't know. I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to try to start my day. I don't know. Not really. Nobody's moving around. I'm going to wait till like 11 or something. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing. But this is the message. Don't be mad at me because God's working in your life. If you want, come talk to me and I'll tell you what he's trying to get across to you if you don't understand it. But you're not going to get mad at me because he's talking to you. You know what I mean? And you're not going to get mad at me because I can hear him. And that's just not what's going to happen. You're not going to take it out on me because because God's interfering with your life. And furthermore, asking me to go ask him to stop is not going to happen either. Can you pray for me? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to tell God? Take it easy on him, God. Yeah, like he took it so easy on Jesus, right? At least he's not ripping our skin off, bro. Oh, man. I always think I keep seeing this view where they gave him a drink of wine out of a sponge. Was that a clean sponge? I have a lot of questions about that. You know what I mean? That's what they gave him. He's dying. His skin's falling off. They're like, damn, give that man a drink. Somebody went out of their way to give him a drink. You know what I mean? Yeah. That is our Father who art in heaven, who gave his only forsaken child that did no wrong. Don't sit there pretending like you're a victim that did no wrong, bro. That you're just hanging on the cross for the sins of others. It's not true, bro. You're hanging on your own cross. As I tell you before, Jesus had to hang on his cross, but there was 2 other motherfuckers there hanging before he got there. Okay? And that goes back to the shadows. There's always some other motherfuckers that are fucking suffering right along with you. And that are going to feel more bad for your suffering than you do. And that's what Mel Gibson said. It's like, I feel more for my, I feel more sympathy for those around me than what I've lost. And that's it. Those men, they're like, let him go. He's God. We're the real sinners. He's nothing. Let him go. That's it, bro. That's God. Everyone, it's all the same. We're all going down so that we can all become back up. You know what I mean? Death, destruction, it's nothing more than transformation and rebirth. Hey, I love you guys. I'll catch you later for a reading. Laters, haters.